Melissa. Happy Wednesday. Got some little trick up my sleeve for you today. So I am making some back to school gifts for my kids' teachers. And so I have this awesome pattern. Sparkleberry, love it. And I am going to put it on these, I'm cutting 2 of them. I'm going to put them on these binders. Now, are not binders, these planners. These are Bloom. Are you guys familiar with Bloom? They are really cute. Bloom planners. I love it. They've got all different kinds of things. But anyway, they have a blank cover, and so I'm going to put vinyl on top and then send it in with my children. Here you go, give this to your teacher. The awesome thing about these for teachers is it starts in August, so it's like a teacher little calendar or planner thing. Anyway, of course it needs a little TLC on the front, so I am I cut out a vinyl design. It's a teacher's inspired design, of course, classroom. It says the future of something is in my classroom, and I can't remember now because it hasn't been weeded yet. So the future of the world, of course, it's on a globe, is in my classroom. So here's the thing though, when you have vinyl, patterned vinyl specifically, that you cut, it is very challenging at times, depending on the pattern. Hi, Alyssa. It is very challenging to see exactly where to weed. So I have a couple of tricks for you. Now, this design in particular has a lot of little teeny parts, so I'm gonna go a little Rachel Ray on you. You'll see what I mean in a second. Hey, Will. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna put you down here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this design, as I said, is already cut. You can't see it because that's the point. It's cut, and on pattern, it's really hard. So I'm gonna separate it out. The first thing that I did was put a weeding box around the design. And what that does, first of all, you just create it by using the draw box tool in your software. So whatever software you have, I can guarantee you have a tool to draw a box. And so what that does is you can then pull, you can weed around it, and you will not waste your whole sheet. Now, I didn't have to weed this whole sheet of vinyl. I just weeded that one little part. Now, I'm going to then weed off this box, the weeding box, and here's the design, except that it's not really the design. There are a whole bunch of letters and everything that are cut in here that you cannot see, and that if I look really, really closely, then I can see. But that seriously just kind of gives me like a nervous twitch, because it's very difficult, and I'm scared I'm gonna weed the wrong thing, and so that's where reverse weeding comes in. So what you need to do, don't weed yet, get your transfer tape. I'm using this transfer. It's clear transfers from Swing Design, and you're going to make sure that it's as large, or a little bit larger actually, than your vinyl design itself. Okay, so I like to work on my mat just to keep everything in place. If you ask me about these red cutting mats, they are Miss Kate Cuttables, and I got it on Amazon, and I can't find it on Amazon anymore, so I don't know what's going on there. Okay, so you'll notice I'm putting the transfer tape down over my vinyl decal before I have completely weeded the decal. This is where reverse weeding comes in. So I'm going to pull it off of there, and now I'm going to weed off of here, okay? So I'll show you how this goes, and because I have 2 kids, and then actually Olivia's in middle school now, so she's got like 8 teachers, so I don't know who she's going to give it to. But you can see the cut lines much better from the back, because they're not all blended in with this gorgeous pattern, okay? So that's how you're gonna weed. Now, I already started this other one over here, and it took me about, I don't know, approximately 8 minutes to do this. And so I didn't want you guys to have to sit here, so I started it. But I left a couple of places that still need to be weeded, so hopefully you can see. And what you're gonna do is just from the back, you can then find the cut lines, and you're gonna weed out the areas that you don't need, okay? So this one's just has a few little parts left that I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm weeding from the back. Like I said, the vinyl is still, the vinyl is upside down on my transfer tape, keeping everything in place, and I'm weeding off of it as opposed to trying to find those cut lines on this side, which I can move this over here so you guys can see what it's going to look like, what the pattern looks like at the same time. And here I'm just weeding from the back. This technique is called reverse weeding, and it's really nice when you have very small things that need to stay in place, because the transfer tape keeps those like counters, the little innards, in place. And it also allows you to much more easily see the cut lines in a patterned design. Okay, so now that we have that all set, I'm going to place it on my binder, or my planner. Like I said, these are Bloom planners. Those of you that are just joining Bloom planner, I just picked up a couple of these and they're super cute. So I actually was not sure how this pattern was going to look on the black, because a lot of times, if you guys are familiar with patterns, the design itself can get lost in the pattern. So what I did was I pulled the design into Silhouette Studio, or you can do the same thing in Cricut Design Space or whatever you're using, and I filled it with a pattern, very similar pattern, a paisley, and then I just drew a black box and put it behind to see what this would look like. And in this case, I decided that I actually didn't need any kind of offset or anything to make sure that I was able to see the design once I stuck it on there. Like I said, sometimes with these patterns, if there's words and things that are cut out, it can be a challenge to see them. But in this case, it actually worked out really nicely, and I just kind of decided that the black popped enough that I didn't need to put anything else on there. Oops, lost a little piece there. So you can see after I reverse weeded, then the decal comes out just like it would if you did your traditional weeding right off of the backing. So that's what we have, and now I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Just go in and weed from the back of it. I'll do a little bit here so you can see. Pull out the cut areas right off of the backing. Okay, so this is where I'm weeding from. This is the front of the design. Once it's all weeded, plop it right down on the surface and you're good to go. All right? Okay, so if you love this design, and I love this design, the future of the world is in my classroom. Perfect now to give to Blake's teacher, little peace offering, olive branch. He's a great kid with a ton of energy. Good luck. Mark on here when you might want to take a day off because you're sick. Anyway, if that's from the August bundle, there's a couple of different school-inspired, teacher-inspired things in that bundle. It's super cute. It obviously is limited until the end of the month. So if you want to grab it, it's $19.99. There's like hundreds of designs in there. And I threw the link up top. All right? All right, guys, let me see your projects from the August bundle. If you've done them already, throw a couple pictures in the comments. And that's it. All right, have a great day.